lesson is from the textbook named Hornbill, which is under the CBSE curriculum of class 11. Now we will do a poem called Childhood, which is written by Markus Natten, as you can see. Now childhood, you know, the word childhood brings forth fond memories, happy memories in our lives. To everyone, we all yearn to go back to the childhood, because at that time there are no complexities in life, no complications, no tension, no worries, and we all remain innocent. So this poem, Childhood, the poet Markus Natten also highlights the importance of childhood. Okay. Now to begin with, see, we have different phases in life, different stages in life, like infanthood, then comes childhood, then comes adolescence, then comes adulthood. But each phase or each stage merges into the next phase unknowingly. We cannot distinguish when childhood merges into adolescence or adolescence merges into adulthood. There is no line of demarcation. To begin with the poem, in the first stanza, have a look at your textbook on Bill, class 11, CBSE. The poet is asking, when did my childhood go? So the poet is also confused, because as I said that there is no demarcation. One phase merges into the other one. So he is asking, when did my childhood go? Now about the poem, if you see the 4 stanzas, you will see that all the beginning lines of all the 4 stanzas are interrogative sentences. The line ends with a question mark. First stanza, when did my childhood go? Second stanza, again, when did my childhood go? Third stanza, again, when did my childhood go? And the last one is, where did my childhood go? The moment we use the word when, we know that it indicates time. When. Adverb of time. When means time. That means at what time? It is adverb of time. Adverb of time. Like the answer will have an adverbial phrase. Second stanza, again when, that means time. Third stanza, again when, that means adverb of time. Last is where, that means place. Adverb of place. Adverb of place. Okay. Now see, these questions have got a particular name. These questions are called rhetorical questions. RHETORICAL questions. Name of these questions are rhetorical questions. Now, what are rhetorical questions? Rhetorical questions, it means that it is asked in order to make a statement, not to get an answer. The poet does not want an answer. He makes a statement, and in the next line you see that he is going on guessing what the answer will be. So these rhetorical questions do not demand any answer from the viewers or the listeners. Okay. Now the poet is guessing. Second line. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? means stopped. Ceased, stopped. Stopped. First guess is what? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Now when you stop being 11, that means you are 12 years old. So the poet here says that, did my childhood leave me when I was 12 years old? Or was it the time, another guess, was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography? This is very important, this is a very important line. See, when a child, a small child, suppose the mother is scolding a small child, the child is doing some mischief, then the mother says that if you do some bad action, you will go to hell. And if you do some good deeds, noble deeds, then you will go to heaven. So the child thinks that these two are imaginary geographical places called hell and heaven. One is called hell, another one is heaven. They are some places, they must be some places. But when he becomes 12 years old, he could not find them in the atlas, geography atlas. Atlas, there is no place named as hell and heaven. Then he understands what? He is rationalizing now. What is rationalizing? That he is thinking with a logic. And he is developing a reasoning power that in Atlas, hell and heaven do not exist and therefore could be, was that day. So, throughout the stanza he is going on guessing. That was that day. So, was that day I became 12 years old? Was that day when I learned from the Atlas that those two, hell and heaven, are imaginary places and they do not exist? So, was that the day when I could understand the distinction between reality and fiction? Hell and heaven are fictional. You understand fiction, I hope. F-I-C-T-I-O-N, which does not exist. So, hell and heaven, fiction, and reality is what he discovers from the Atlas, that there is no places called hell and heaven. So, the first stanza is based on rationalism. Will you keep in mind? The first stanza, which I taught just now, is based on rationalism. This is one of the features which shows that a child is knowing. Now, let's come to the second stanza. Okay. The first one.
Okay, start.
So, we move on to the second stanza. Second stanza also, I said, when did my childhood go? The same rhetorical question based on time. And a number of guesses or conjectures, as we say, are made. The poet is going on guessing. Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? This is also a very important line. He is saying that, he is asking that, was it the time when my childhood left me, when I understood that whatever the adults preached or taught, in practice they did not do so. That means the adults are saying that preaching of love, love everyone and be noble to everyone, do good to others. But actually what the adult is doing, the adult is sometimes when he loses his temper, he beats the child. So he preaches love, but he is not practicing love. Okay, so he he understands here that the adults are hypocrites. Adults are hypocrites. Who is that hypocrite? Hypocrite? A hypocrite is a person who shows something else which he actually is not. He pretends to be something good, but actually it is not. It is just the opposite. So, the poet thinks that the adults are hypocrites. They are preaching of love, but they are beating me instead. In action, they are not doing so. They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? Now, was that the day when the child poet left me? So he's trying to understand the complex world now and analyzing that he is gradually losing his innocence. So the second stanza is based on hypocrisy. Noun. Hypocrisy. Understood? The first one was based on rationalism, where he is gradually developing logic, analyzing logically, and second one, he finds the parents to be hypocrites because whatever they preach, in reality, it is different. So with this we come to the end of the second stanza.